The divine equation. A quantum journey to find Allah within. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Sufi Essence. For centuries, humanity has grappled with the same profound questions. What is the nature of reality? What is our place in the universe? And how do we find God? For some, the answers lie solely in faith and spiritual devotion. For others, the truth is found only through the empirical rigor of science. But what if these two quests, the quest for spiritual truth and the quest for scientific knowledge, are not separate paths, but two sides of the same sacred coin? What if the discoveries of modern physics, from the strangeness of quantum mechanics to the elegant precision of cosmology, are not in conflict with our faith, but are in fact a whisper of a deeper, unified, and divine reality? Today, we will embark on a revolutionary journey to find what I call the divine equation. This is not a mathematical formula to be written on a blackboard, but a profound spiritual realization that unifies the outer world of science with the inner world of the heart. We will use the metaphors and insights of modern science to illuminate the timeless wisdom of the Sufi masters. We will argue that the path to finding Allah is not just a journey into the cosmos, but a journey into the quantum depths of our own being. This is a lecture on how to find the I that lies at the heart of our being, a journey to a life of profound authenticity and spiritual freedom. Part 1. The Metaphysical Framework. Al-Wujud. Before we can begin our scientific exploration, we must first establish the metaphysical framework that makes it possible. The core of this framework is the Sufi concept of al-Wujud, or the unity of being. At its simplest, this idea, most famously articulated by Ibn Arabi, posits that there is only one ultimate reality, and that everything in creation is a manifestation or a reflection of that one reality. All of existence, the galaxies, the planets, the trees, and every single human being is a magnificent, infinite expression of Allah's beautiful names and attributes. The journey to find Allah within is therefore a journey of discovering this inner unity. It is the realization that the divine is not a distant, separate entity, but the very essence of all that is. This does not mean that we, as creatures, are Allah. Rather, it means that our existence is a limited, temporal reflection of the divine, and that the path to finding Allah is to look past our own temporal existence to the divine reality that gives it being. The ego, or nafs, is the primary force that creates the illusion of separation. It is the voice that says, I am a separate self, distinct from all others. The spiritual path, therefore, is the process of dismantling this illusion, of tearing down the walls of the ego, so that the heart can perceive the underlying unity of all things. This metaphysical lens of al-Wujud is the perfect lens through which to view modern science. It allows us to see scientific discovery not as a challenge to faith, but as a deeper revelation of the divine artistry. When we study the laws of physics or the intricacies of biology, we are not just observing nature, we are observing the divine handwriting in the cosmos. We are seeing the unity of being manifest in the laws of nature. Part 2. The Scientific Paradox. Quantum Mechanics and the Observer. Now let us turn to the strange and beautiful world of quantum mechanics, a field of physics that fundamentally challenges our classical understanding of reality. In the quantum realm, particles like electrons do not exist in a single, defined state until they are observed. They exist as a wave of probability, a potentiality of all possible states. It is only when an observer intervenes, when we measure or look at the particle, that the wave collapses into a single, definite state. This is known as the observer effect. This scientific paradox offers a powerful metaphor for our own reality. The world we perceive with our senses is the collapsed material reality. But before our observation, before our consciousness, all of reality exists in a state of potentiality. This is where the metaphysical and the scientific meet. Our inner state, our consciousness, the observer within each of us, fundamentally affects the reality we experience. If our heart is filled with anger and fear, we will perceive a world of anger and fear. If our heart is filled with love and peace, we will perceive a world of love and peace. The Sufi master's journey is a journey of becoming a perfect observer, one whose inner state is so pure that it collapses reality in a way that reflects the divine. The quantum nature of the universe is a signpost pointing to a deeper truth, that consciousness is not a byproduct of matter, but a fundamental part of the equation of reality. The journey to find Allah within is therefore a journey to purify the observer, to clear the inner lens so that the quantum reality we experience is a reflection of the divine, not the ego. Part 3. The quantum heart, the brain and consciousness. Our quest to find Allah within is intimately tied to the brain, the physical organ of our consciousness. Modern neuroscience has made incredible strides in mapping the brain, but it remains a profound mystery. While we can pinpoint which parts of the brain are active during prayer or meditation, science still cannot explain how a collection of neurons and electrical impulses gives rise to the subjective, rich, and deeply personal experience of consciousness. This is where the Sufi concept of the heart, the qalb, offers a powerful spiritual solution. In Sufism, the heart is not just a biological pump. It is the spiritual center of our being, the organ of divine perception. It is the seat of consciousness, the place where we experience love, faith, and a connection to the divine. The brain is the hardware, but the heart is the software that allows us to connect to the divine. This is the quantum heart. We can find provable scientific support for this concept. Studies on the brains of experienced meditators show a measurable change in brain structure and function. Practices like dhikr or the remembrance of Allah have been shown to alter brainwave patterns, moving the mind from a state of anxious busyness to a state of calm, focused attention. This state of mind, which Sufis call muraqabah meditation, is the perfect environment for the quantum heart to perceive reality beyond the limitations of the ego. The Sufi path, therefore, is not a flight from reality, but a practical, disciplined method for altering our brain and consciousness to perceive a higher reality. The journey to find Allah within is a journey to reprogram our spiritual software, to move from the chaotic noise of the ego to the serene silence of the heart. Part 4. The fine-tuned universe, the equation of design. Let us now shift our gaze from the quantum world to the vastness of the cosmos. Modern cosmology has revealed a universe of astonishing precision, a universe so finely tuned that it appears to have been created with a purpose. This is known as the fine-tuned universe theory. Scientists have discovered that if the fundamental constants of physics, the gravitational constant, the strength of the electromagnetic force, the mass of a proton were even slightly different, life as we know it would be impossible. If gravity were a fraction stronger, the universe would have collapsed on itself. If it were a fraction weaker, no stars or galaxies would have formed. From a scientific perspective, this is a profound mystery. From a spiritual perspective, it is a magnificent revelation. The intricate calibration of the universe is not a series of random coincidences. It is the handwriting of a single, intelligent, and purposeful creator. It is the equation of design. The universe itself, from the largest galaxy to the smallest atom, is a magnificent piece of divine art, a testament to the artist behind it. This is a scientific glimpse of the ultimate metaphysical truth, that the order we see in the cosmos points to an ultimate orderer. The quest to find Allah within is also a quest to see this divine design in our own lives. It is the realization that the challenges we face, the lessons we learn, and the blessings we receive are not random events, but a divinely orchestrated plan to bring us closer to our Lord. The universe is a macrocosm of the fine-tuned reality of our own lives. Our purpose is to see the divine design in our own lives and to submit to its beautiful and perfect equation. Part 5. Ibn Arabi and the Holographic Universe. Ibn Arabi's intricate and profound philosophy of Wadat. Al-Wujud can be understood through a powerful scientific metaphor, the holographic universe. In a hologram, every single piece of the hologram, no matter how small, contains information about the entire image. If you cut a hologram in half, each half will still contain the full picture. It is a reality where the whole is contained within each part. Ibn Arabi's spiritual vision is that the entire universe is a manifestation of the divine names and attributes, and that each of us, as human beings, is a microcosm containing the macrocosm. Our essence, our Ra, is a point of light from the divine sun. and that point of light contains the potential to reflect all of the divine names. The journey to find Allah within is a journey to realize this potential, to polish the mirror of the heart so that it can perfectly reflect the divine light within. This is a powerful scientific and metaphysical combination. The holographic principle in physics, while still a theory, offers a tangible metaphor for the Sufi vision of unity. It helps us understand how the divine can be both transcendent, encompassing all of creation, and immanent. Residing in the heart of every single human being, we are not just a part of Allah's creation. We are, in a profound way, a living hologram of the divine. The spiritual journey is the process of realizing this truth, of seeing the universe reflected within us, and seeing ourselves as a perfect reflection of the universe. Part 6. The Equation Unlocked. The heart as the final frontier, we have explored the quantum world, fine-tuned cosmos, and the holographic nature of reality. We have used the metaphors of science to illuminate the metaphysical truths of Sufism. We have come to the final realization. The divine equation is not a scientific formula, but a spiritual awakening. It is the moment when the heart's eye, the basira, opens, and we see that the laws of physics, the beauty of the cosmos, and the depths of our own consciousness are all manifestations of a single, unified, divine reality. The equation is unlocked, not in a lab, but in the solitude of the heart. It is unlocked when the ego finally submits to the soul. The variables of this equation are not numbers, but our actions, our intentions, and the state of our hearts. The answer to the equation is not a number, but a state of being, a state of profound peace, love, and living presence with Allah. This is the ultimate scientific experiment, an experiment that we must all perform on ourselves. The heart is the final frontier, the place where all of the mysteries of the universe converge. Part 7. Conclusion. The call to be the equation, the quest to find Allah within, is a journey of a lifetime, a journey of a heart and a journey of a soul. We have used the language of science to show that this quest is not an act of blind faith, but a rational and experiential path to a deeper reality. In this lecture, we have explored the metaphysical framework of al-Wujud, the scientific paradox of quantum mechanics and the observer effect, the spiritual reality of the quantum heart, the purposeful design of the fine-tuned universe, the holographic nature of reality as seen by Ibn Arabi, and finally, the spiritual unlocking of the divine equation. The journey is not just to find the equation, but to become it. By living a life of spiritual awareness and compassion, we can embody the unity we seek, becoming a living reflection of Allah's beautiful names in the world. May Allah guide us all on this profound journey to find Him within. Watch, reflect, and share. Subscribe to our channel for more beneficial content.